It's not good for the American family today. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. It's just not. But it will be in the long run, maybe the not so distant long run, like less than half a year. Because outside of the U.S., you know who the second biggest consumer of oil is? China. They are the biggest loser in this supply chain disruption. There are reports of gas hitting the equivalent of over $10 a gallon for them right now, which is a good thing because they are our global foe. And I know what you're asking. Oh, how does this affect middle-class American kitchen tables? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go through some of those reasons, which I have been extensively researching today. The first one is as much as $600 billion of intellectual property every year is stolen by China. And then they turn around, they produce whatever that product is at cheaper prices and then ship jobs, American jobs, overseas. This is with this new supply chain shift to China. Look, and now Trump can say, look, hey guys, we just cut off 25% of your oil supply between Venezuela and Iran. You want any oil ever again? You now not only got to buy it on the U.S. dollar, but you got to do it at our terms. And by the way, a strong dollar means lower inflation. Dollar goes further. Cost for Americans at American stores on American streets comes down. Oh, by the way, more countries invest in America bonds when the dollar gets stronger, meaning that they back our currency, and this makes interest rates come down dramatically. We got to can Jerome Powell. But once that happens, mortgage rates are going to go from $3,500 a month down to $2,500 a month. I mean, I know a lot of people that could use an extra $1,000 in their budget. This is the long-term effect of what Trump is doing right now. This is why I say, hold on just a little bit longer, folks. It sucks now, but it will get better. And actually, what also gets better about this is Europe. Europe needs energy too, a little bit, because they drive Peugeots and weird things. But Trump says, great, only if you hold up your end of the global defense. We don't want our troops defending you anymore, which is great. Let's get out of NATO. Trump can force that now because he controls the oil. Also, you want to know what Europe exports to the U.S.? A lot of pharmaceuticals. 30% of drugs come from there. Oh, you want fuel, Germany, for the Autobahn? How about you drop them prices on drugs to America? Okay, thanks. Also, hey, Germany, we buy, America, $100 billion in machinery from you guys, and we're trying to put up more nuclear reactors here to make energy even cheaper for American citizens. How about the 15% of global supply of those nuclear reactors we get from you? Make them in half the time. In fact, put us at the front of the list. We want them now. Again, hey, thanks, Germany. $60 billion in automobiles. Look, I work out at Equinox every morning. About 90% of the parking lot is German cars because it's Greenwich, Connecticut. But sure, it'd be nice to pay less for those too. Or maybe produce them in America to employ more Americans. Also, you know how Trump keeps saying that there's going to be this Bitcoin reserve?
I signed an executive order officially creating our strategic Bitcoin reserve.
This is something I haven't heard anybody talk about. Iran was one of the top Bitcoin miners in the world due to their subsidized energy program, some of which was subsidized by Biden relieving sanctions, by the way. They were trading on Bitcoin to avoid other sanctions, too, just like how they're demanding it in tolls through the Strait of Hormuz. But since Trump started this bombing campaign, 77% of their crypto mining has stopped, which in conjunction to the Clarity Act, when Congress ever gets off their rear end, will be an explosion in the crypto sphere, literally making millionaires overnight and potentially generating enough revenue to partially offset our national debt. It's not just a war with Iran. Sure, they can't get a nuke, but there are so many moving parts here. This is why I keep telling you, just guys, I'm putting my neck out there by supporting this. I realize that, and I'm in. I'm not BSing you. Just please hold out a little bit longer. As somebody who went to war and saw some of these things, you got to finish the job. We're in it. And if we ditch the mission now, it's going to be way worse long term.